It was the morning of April 20th, 2012. As you know, that is 420. I wake up and I get a good morning text from this girl I was talking to for like a couple weeks now. And I was a freshman in high school. And unfortunately, I was still a virgin. So I get this good morning text and it was late start. Like class usually starts at 7:55 and it starts at 9:30 on late start, right? So I get this good morning text and I text her back telling her to come over to my house. You know? And then 30 minutes later, she's at my front door. And I tell her to come in. And before anything happens, I was like, oh, you want to smoke a blunt with me? And she's like, I'm up for it. Anyways, let's skip a scene. So I'm licking it, right? And I'm licking it real good. And she's like, is this your first time? I'm like, no, this is my third time. My third time rolling the blunt. So I'm puffing on some Larry OG. It's spelled with the name, but my name's spelled with the knee. Anyways, so we start smoking this blunt, and like I'm feeling pretty like good, you know. And I'm like, let's go to my room. And she's like, okay. So we go to my room, and like just like right now, I get butterflies on my stomach, like you know. And I start getting really nervous, like getting shaky. But I'm like, nah, she can't see this, because then she's gonna think like I'm a wuss or something. I gotta act like a man, so you know, I put my mad face on and go to my room. And then we start making out, and then she tells me I'm on my period.
Oh.
My heart like just drops. I'm like, what? Why didn't you tell me this before? Like I could have smoked this blunt with some other girl or something. And she was just kidding about being on her period. So we start making out, and I start taking down her pants. When I take off her pants, I leave her socks on. Like she was completely naked, but just with socks on. And I take off her panties. I still remember what color they were. They were red, which is like my favorite color. And I just pull down my pants and I just, you know, put on the Magnum, you know? It was a thin though. And I slip it in, and I feel like I was hitting like a hard like wall. Like it just wasn't going in, you know? So I kept trying, and I was getting frustrated. So I just instead of like going in slowly how you're supposed to do it, I was shoving it in there, like trying to jam it in there. And then I look at her face when I'm jamming it in there, and then she makes this weird face, and I'm like, what's wrong? And then when I pulled out, there's blood all over the garment, and all over my new sheets my mom bought me. So I tell her, why are you bleeding? I thought you weren't on your period. You lied to me. And she said that she was a virgin, and I had talked her carried.
Oh, God.
Unfortunately, that kind of turned me off when I saw blood, because whenever I see blood, it just gives me that like stomach feeling, you know? I don't like seeing blood. So I was like, oh, we can just do this some other time. So we just started watching TV until school started. But all I remember thinking was like in my head was like that one song, I just had, you know? And it felt so good, And I just couldn't wait to go to school and tell my friends, like I had all my friends first and second period. And I burned myself out, like telling all my friends, because they told everyone, you know, a bunch of freshmen, a bunch of rumors go on. And that kind of ruined my game with a couple ladies, because they thought I was a player now. And yeah, that was the best day of my life.